Alright, this class is actually a continuation of Indices Part 7. This video is a continuation of Indices Part 7. So I have done Part 1. I'm now on I've done question 1. I'm now on question 2. Question 2 is simplify the cube root of 64a raised to power minus 1. Now recall from our knowledge of indices, if you have a number raised to a negative power, a number raised to a negative power, the answer is 1 over that number and the power becomes positive. So which means that the cube root of this is the same thing as saying 1 over the cube root of 64a raised to power 3. Power 1 now becomes positive. Still from the laws of indices, we have a law that we call fractional index law. That law states that if you have x raised to power m over n, that it is the same thing as the end root of x raised to power m. Or you can express it like this, the end root of x, the answer raised to power n. So if you look at this law, this side is similar to what we have here. The right hand side here is similar to what we have here, which means that we can express this right hand side as the left hand side. So for that, this can be written as 1 over 64 a raised to power 3 raised to power 1 over 3 raised to power 1 over 3. You compare this answer and what you have here, you see that x is the same thing as 64a raised to power 3, then n is the same thing as 1, n is the same thing as 3. So that's it. Of course, 64 is the same thing as 4 raised to power 3, which means we can have it as 1 all over 4 raised to power 3, a raised to power 3, everything raised to power 1 over 3. Still from our knowledge of indices, there is a law that states that if you have x, y raised to power n, that it is the same thing as x to power n, y to power n. So I'm going to apply that law here, and it will give me 1 all over 4a raised to power 3 times there is already power 1 over 3. And this 3 will cancel this 3. Therefore, the answer will become 1 over 4a. That is the answer to question number 2. Now, if it is an objective question, you may not see that in the option. You may not see that in the option, but for a theory question, if you leave it like that, you are correct. But for objective question, this is another way of writing the answer. It is still the same thing. It is still the same thing. So if it is objective, you may not see this. This is also another way of writing it, because from this, x raised to power minus n is the same thing as 1 over x. The power becomes positive. All right, so with that, we have come to the end of indices part 7. Watch out for indices part 8. Bye for now.